French verbs can seem tough, but don't worry. We're here to make it simple and fun. We'll figure them out together, step by step, so you can feel confident. Let's start with a common type, verbs ending in er. These verbs are essential in everyday French. These are like the friendly faces of French, you'll see them everywhere. They are used in many common phrases and sentences. Er verbs are the biggest group of verbs in French. They form the backbone of the language. Knowing how to conjugate them is your key to learning lots of new words and speaking French better. It opens up a whole new world of communication, from simple actions like parler, to speak, which you'll use in conversations, to everyday things like manger, to eat, which is essential for daily life. Mastering er verbs is a super important step in learning French. It will greatly enhance your ability to express yourself. So are you ready to explore er verbs? Let's dive in and discover how they work. Let's learn how to conjugate them and make your French come alive. With practice, you'll be using them like a pro in no time. Conjugating er verbs might seem scary, but it's easier than you think. With a little practice and understanding, you'll be able to do it effortlessly. It follows a simple formula that you can apply to any er verb. Let's break it down into easy steps so you can follow along without any confusion. First, find the verb stem. This is the base part of the verb that doesn't change. To do this, just remove the er ending from the verb. It's that simple. For example, for the verb parler, to speak, the stem is parler. This is the part you'll use to add different endings. Second, add the correct endings. These endings change depending on the subject of the sentence. Now add the right ending to the verb stem based on who's doing the action. This is crucial for correct conjugation. Here are the endings for the present tense. Pay close attention to each one. G-I, E, to, you, informal, S, il/elle/ on, he/she/ one/it, nous, we, ons, vous, you, formal, you, all, is, ils, elles, they, and there you go, you've conjugated an er verb. It's a great start to mastering French verbs. Wasn't that easier than you thought? Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Once you get used to these steps, you'll be conjugating er verbs like a pro. Keep practicing and soon it will become second nature. Let's use what we've learned with the verb parler, to speak. This will help us see how the conjugation process works in a real-world context. Remember our two simple steps. Find the stem and add the endings. These steps are crucial for mastering French verbs. First, find the stem. Remove er from parler and we get parle. Second, add the endings that correspond to each subject pronoun. Je parle, I speak. This is how you talk about yourself. Tu parles, you speak. Use this when addressing a friend or someone you know well. Il/elle/on parler. He/she/one/it speaks. These forms are used for talking about others. Nous parlons, we speak. This is how you include yourself in a group. Vous parlez, you speak. Use this for formal situations or when addressing multiple people. Elles parlent, they speak. This is used for talking about groups of people. See how easy it is? With practice, these conjugations will become second nature. You can now talk about yourself and others using the verb parler. This opens up many possibilities for conversation. Practice saying these sentences out loud to learn how to say them and get comfortable using parler. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll become. Now it's your turn to practice. Let's use the verb chanter, to sing. Remember the steps. Find the stem and add the correct endings. First, find the stem. What's the stem of chanter? That's right, it's chant. Second, add the endings. Now try conjugating chanter in the present tense. Don't worry, you can do this. Great job on finishing this practice. By practicing often, you'll get more confident and fluent in French. Keep up the great work.